everyone, welcome to Educon Community. So, in the previous lecture of REST API, we have learned about the RESTful web services. What is it? What is the resource? Means the REST resource. Then URI, URN, URL. So these things. So now I will discuss about some features of this RESTful web services. So the first one is this service is based on client service model. The next one is like this service I have discussed in my previous video that this RESTful web service mainly uses web protocol, which is HTTP protocol for fetching the data or resources or any functions or query executions. Okay. Mainly for fetching data or for query execution or for other functions. Point three, for the communications between messaging or communication. Number four is uh, mainly for access the service with the help of URIs. Access services with the of URIs means URIs means with the help of URNs, uniform resource names, and URL means uniform resource locator. So point five is it mainly follows the statelessness concept. Here, the client request and responses are not dependent on others. And for that reason, it provides total assurance of getting the required data. So, what is the statelessness concept? Client uh, request and response are independent. Point six. These services also use some concept of caching. Why the caching? This is for same type of repeated requests. Okay, uses the caching concept to reduce the server calls. Okay, for duplicate requests. To reduce, or you can say this as to avoid, to reduce, or you can say it as avoid the server calls for duplicate or same requests. Seven, we can say also that uh, these services means these RESTful web services can also use SOAP services for implementation protocol to REST architecture pattern. So it uses services. Okay. As implementation to REST architecture. these are some 7 key points or 7 features which we can see in the REST API. So now I will discuss. Here I have said that it is statelessness concept in REST APIs. So mainly in the REST architecture, one is client, also another is server. Client is also in the 6 letters and server also six. So one is client and another is server. So from client to server, I have told that HTTP request will be done from client to server. So HTTP request and from the server, means server gives the response to the client. Okay. So here also here it is response. Request. So basically, the REST architecture is mainly designed in such a way that the client state is not maintained on the server. So this is known as the statelessness, and this concept is provided by the client to the server, using which the server processes the client's request, means what client wants from the server. So it requests something and it puts some HTTP request to the server. So server processes the client's request and the session on the server is identified by the session identifier sent by the client. So the main concept is that client state is not based on the server. This is the statelessness. And the request which client put to the or client put to the server, server processes the response for the request given by the client. And this and response responses are not dependent on anything. So these are the independent. For this reason, this statelessness concept is in the REST. Okay. So this is mainly the REST API features and in this the statelessness concept in REST.